Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to Turn-Based Chronicles, where I, amazingly sexy, ultra mega super demon of awesome, am playing Allied Core, DMP, design mod project it is, and that is of course a beautiful, sexy mod. Well, actually a web page where you can find amazing amount of DMP mods, related mods for specific games. And at this point, I'm utilizing many skins from mods on DMP, like Coast Front, Pacific Theater, that is the Pacific Core, and Africa Core. Anywho, of course, all the good stuff you will find in the Part 1 description for this specific game. Everything is always in description for me, and even explanation in how you can, well, what I took from each of those mods and put into the downloadable thing. But as you can see immediately, the difference is staggeringly different compared to the vanilla game. So yeah, there you go. Nonetheless, last time we are actually, well, we were there. We destroyed a lot of enemy defenses that pushed really much beyond the enemy main line of defense towards Bardia. And we are at, at turn 5. Many units can move and do certain things. Very important because, again, turn 5 of 18, we are supposed to take 3 objectives and that's it. But if you take all the objectives, you gain massive prestige. And we will need that massive prestige because I already wasted on my 152mm gun here, 6-inch artillery gun, because it got heavily damaged by the enemy fortification that was here. Thankfully, the engineers proved invaluably valuable and they did an amazing job in destroying and annihilating the enemy fortification. And this side here we also have a destroyer and some light cruisers, Liverpool and Gloucester. But decoy at this point is a decoy, and there, I mean, getting too close again, there is another massive freaking fort here. I'm just hoping I can reach with the engineers across these mountainous terrains around these hills and attack from the side, because that's going to be immediate destruction of this damn link. Because again, the massive damage they do is just 15, 16 damage per attack even. As you can see, 15 against soft targets and 14 against these. Like, holy shit. They even do, it would seem, attack against the air. I do not understand. Is this against possibly air? I have no clue. But nonetheless, you can see defense, but only 3 against the soft target, so close defense that is. So engineers get inside, they can do a massive fucking damage immediately. So this is the most important thing. Okay, to this side we have some Italian, 16th Italian infantry. Okay, we have some beautiful M35 AT guns. I dare not move close with them, and I will not do that. But I might just move my infantry here if possible, but as you can see, only by truck. That's gonna be a problem, but I have to like push in over this location here and capture that flag. Then usually my engineers to cross the entire area around these locations and attack the damnable strong point here. Because honestly, these guys are gonna get fucking messed up by these defenses. We cannot reach inside the port because of these massive defenses. I should actually put my positions here with them, because there's another, again, as I said, strong point here. A massive cannon of unimaginable firepower. And of course, we don't want them to touch upon our light cruisers. For now, we did not lose, at the moment at least, we did not lose any of the main core units. I'm thankful about that always. We have some, of course, hero units here, Turner. I'm gonna actually change these names again, because I'm gonna go for a little bit like, for instance, I'm probably gonna add for these 6-inch guns to be like a Doom and Gloom. You know, that's how they're gonna be called. Doom and Gloom of 152mm gun. Like, that's the best thing we can have. In this location, I found finally that we can get some resupply from the gasoline, and we don't have to be directly over the airfield. We can be near the airfield. We're gonna get also some beautiful fuel, which is great. Okay, now they can move. He's full on fuel. Where to move him? Well, let's immediately go over the enemy here. No enemy contacts in terms, oh my god, no enemy contacts in terms of AA except at this one location. That's a light AA. So my big, ever so beautiful Sterling will decimate most of the enemy stuff. Well, he should be able to decimate most of the enemy stuff. And specifically, I'm gonna utilize against these big things, if possible. Now, the most thing is gonna suppress the enemy, and then the engineering squad move in, well, platoons move in, and they clear up the place. Of course, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm not gonna touch minefields. I'm not gonna waste that. At the moment, what I have here is gonna be enough to cross these paths and attack the enemy. So that's gonna be okay. I cannot allow. I already lost the entire infantry platoon of the auxiliary units like these. They're not core units. So that's great. So let's see. Where should I move these guys? At the moment, I believe I'm just gonna, because this core unit of infantry platoon is gonna. That is the Evans. With his infantry platoon is gonna move towards the AT gun, destroy any possible these hard targets that are really not gonna do anything against soft targets. And then I'm going to utilize the engineer specifically here to go down the line and be my main infantry force. So these guys over here, excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Let's see what I'm going to do with my, again, the only possible route towards this location is utilizing the infantry. We're hoping that, of course, after my bombing round, we do some kind of a damage, suppress, get that threat, get engineering squad there, and do the max stuff. Now there's our core engineering squad, which will of course be utilized against that. We have some infantry here and there. There should be great against specific targets. Let's see, our engineers are good. 5 against soft targets compared to the Italiano, which are 2. So definitely big difference between Italian infantry and British infantry, but specifically engineering stuff. We have this beautiful thing. What to do with that? I'm gonna just utilize my air to protect this, but it's from now I'm not noticing any enemy air stuff whatsoever, which gives me the thing that the enemy doesn't even have anything worthwhile in terms of air. You know, I was hoping to I just need to protect this beautiful Sterling. That's gonna be it. But at the moment it's okay. So I'm gonna move it over the AT gun, do as much as possible damage. They are of course going to probably recruit more, reinforce everything, so that's going to be fine. Okay, let's move this beautiful thing maybe closer to the infantry and touch them from that side, but I'm afraid that I may get contact with some unknown force. Again, this thing has a range, not our beautiful Sterling. If I could get that damnable thing, well, all in all, these guys have like 3 range, 4 range, 4 view range and 3 range in terms of hexes where they can open fire. So they can definitely open fire upon these as long as they have a view towards them. They probably do. I mean, these guys have a massive view. At the moment they did not open fire at any moment though, but we'll see how that's gonna go. But my consideration is gonna be that we have 2 more bombs drops for the Sterling and then GTFO to the probably to the airfield to resupply. That's gonna be okay. So bomb that, get our infantry as close as possible, if possible that is, and that's it. And move you here, thank you very much. Now this infantry I cannot risk in moving them overly too close in trucks, as you can see here. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. I could risk, but I'm not gonna risk against that AT gun with my cruisers. Against enemy, 7, 5, okay, 3, okay, fine, that's okay. I was expecting worse, to be honest. But this is beautiful thing because I'm positioning my infantry here now to block the enemy possible advance. So that's great, excellent stuff. And plus I can move slowly my artillery, bomb the enemy as we move in, and that's gonna be it. So now the only thing for me truly left is to try and utilize this cruiser, MK4, and attack these guys. Now their attack is gonna be 1 against these guys, but again, getting close and them having a view towards me, this thing will open fire and rape us. So I'm gonna leave it for now, maybe. Yeah, for now, I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm not gonna risk too much. Wait, this is 3. I may be able to kill that thing. Capture this, kill that thing. Yeah. 2, of course. Of course. Yeah, of course. But it did GTF out of its place. So at the moment, this thing again, it has a view definitely towards us. We'll see how it's gonna go. But if the enemy attacks in the next turn, they might do massive damage, specifically on him, and we might lose that cruiser. I'm hoping not, because it's almost level 2, and that's gonna be a really bad mojo for us. Okay, is that it? Is everything has been moved? Yes, okay, everything. So every single unit I had on the goddamn battlefield, that's it. Except that one engineering thing that we lost, unit that we lost, that's it. 3, that's always a nice thing. 2, 1. Those big things opening fire and doing nice damage. There are too many of them, that's for sure. Missed, thank God. 1, and there's that artillery bastard. They definitely will have a lot of good stuff there. Okay, this thing cannot fire at ground targets from what I'm noticing, so I don't think I have a problem with that specifically. Excellent. 7 damage, thank you very much. It's GTFO'd back to the small city, village, whatever, outpost. Good stuff indeed. I'm gonna capture that. Good thing is I can open fire on again GTFO out of this place. Excellent. Completely the annihilation of this AT gun was always a necessity anyway. So what I'm gonna do is back a little bit, because again we're getting too close to this. I want to destroy it. I will destroy it with one of the engineering teams here. They're gonna totally annihilate that damn little thing. So but that's gonna be my concentration now, just to annihilate the enemy massive positions at those best. Like, how could they build those massive freaking cannons? They are gonna be an issue, that's for freaking sure. Okay, I have to fall back. I can't do anything. Well, I can, but I'm hoping, well, I mean, the damage could be big from this bastard. He does have an entrenchment, but I'm a little bit afraid. You know, like, I'm hoping it's gonna be fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and we get a beautiful medal. Turner was awarded with Distinguished Conduct Medal. That's sexy. No, Turner, you can GTFO, as we cannot allow you to die once at all, like at all. So you're gonna GTFO back. You're gonna resupply him with our requisition. Hopefully it's gonna last for quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna position Matilda here now. It's gonna be sexy. Utilize this cruiser to immediately get this bitch out of the way. Excellent. Amazing stuff by me, and of course immediately we see more enemy stuff. Okay, maybe 18th turn is gonna be like it's gonna be a lot. Definitely. Specifically, we have to destroy these massive areas here, and to be honest, our ships ain't doing shit against these guys. I really ain't doing crap. So I'm gonna fall back, maybe. Well, not really fall back with my destroyers. There's no point. I was hoping like they're like okay, they're light cruisers, not destroyers. I was honestly hoping for more and better, but that's fine. Let's fall back here, and fall back here. I think that should be enough to actually see this bastard and slowly diminish its health with the cruisers. Okay, he is at 8. I mean, he did get a massive damage. That was a little bit an issue, so to speak, for us. But I think we're gonna deal well with this if we attack with the engineers, and we have to get closer anyway. So okay, nothing, like absolutely nothing. Was expecting a little bit more. Was kind of disappointed. And again, come on, bomber, don't do shit. Great stuff as always. Yeah, okay, we're gonna leave this one to do some maybe possible damage. Nope, nothing. Great stuff, of course. Maybe an AT gun. Last AT gun gone. Okay, again I have to look at the fuel consumption. Is just too great. That's gonna be the most annoying thing for me, is the damnable fuel consumption. And I believe this engineering squad will be, well, engineering thingy will be able to deal with immediately a threat here. And it will be able to target us, really? No, it's gonna have support probably from someone. Can you actually even target anti-air? I can't believe it can actually target anyone. Like, I know the buffers can't target anyone. Funny enough, but okay. Let's deal with this as much as possible with the engineers. Unbelievable, just sad. And only 3, considering it's like a gun, you would expect much more damage. But no. Okay. Excellent. -2 like a boss. Well, I guess I should have moved that first, then a target as we now lowered and could do massive fucking damage. But nope. That's a fuck up on my part, of course. Quite understandable. Okay, engineering squad, well, engineering unit here. We're gonna surround the enemy completely. Hoping for the massive damage. 4, excellent. And they fall, damn, they immediately fell back. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, well, this is gonna be it. Like, we have to worry a little bit, to be honest, about my main stuff because of the big guns. Like, we're close enough with our engineers. This guy's next turn will, that is a coin, will have to, resupply itself first and foremost, so we can actually deal with the damnable thing. But the damnable thing can also do a massive job. As you can see, only one more shot. And that's the question, is if it will be, yeah, 17 of 18, 15 of 18. Like, yeah, these guys are on full around the Bardia, but this specific thing only has one more shot. So what to do with our cruiser MK4? I can get in and completely annihilate these guys before allowing them to resupply, and I will do that. Oh my god, 1, really? Come on. Bullshit, I call bullshit on that. Okay, so yeah, my main stuff is gonna be to target these areas as much as possible. I'm expecting the most damage is going to be getting from the goddamn position, the enemy positions here. So, yeah, there you go, that. How close? Well, one more. We should be able to attack it in the next turn with this engineering squad. Sorry, platoon here. So, yeah, I'm going to allow it. One more turn, blow that in GTFO to the airfield. Let's see, 40 51. I'm looking at the fuel, of course, only at fuel, and that's very important. I'm gonna go here, yeah, so we can also notice what the fuck is going on. And of course another massive infantry. Bersaglieri? Wait, these are not your regular infantry guys. Yeah, these are the Bersaglieri. What the hell are you guys? Infantry? 5-2, so these guys are not a joke at all. I mean, 5-2, they're just most regular, they are the true infantry, like the British infantry, so there you go. Let's see, yeah, 4-2, so a little bit better even, but again, they're specialized infantry, it would seem. Bersaglieri, probably maybe the Bersaglieri, whatever, they're probably mountain infantry. Anywho, let's see how we're gonna deal with, wait, just for a second. And welcome back. Sorry about it. We always have intrusions from the aliens. Alien scum is the best scum you can get. So now we come to really a pivotal point, is that how much they really have beyond all this, as we are kind of stretched, to be honest. And the amount, truly, the real devastating firepower comes from their massive cannons. And they are really the thing that I'm afraid of as fuck. So these guys need to reach this position as fast as possible to attack this engineering, but also we need some support to actually, like bomb that damnable thing and attack it. So what I'm thinking is, like, next turn, bomb this goddamn thing, GTFO as fast as possible to the airfield, and then come back here, bomb this. That's gonna take a while, but that's the gist of it. Now comes the real problem, see how much damage they're gonna inflict on my core units. So this is gonna be fucking scary as hell. So let's see, end the turn and see the damage. Okay. The thing is, now those massive cannons have like a lot of choice to what to shoot, right? They're gonna miss, maybe? That's good. Miss, thank you very much. Even though they do a suppression still, It's still a miss. Okay, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Oh, okay. This is beautiful. This is actually beautiful. This is beautiful. I will be able to totally probably annihilate this thing. 4, fine by me. 1 only again. Oh, excellent. That's good. That's fucking good. This thing is gonna go down. This thing is gonna actually go down. So now this beautiful turret, massive cannon, doesn't have anything. First, the thing is we're gonna resupply the, well, we're gonna supply this unit. Excellent stuff. Now these engineers are not gonna be able to reach that position. These engineers are gonna be able to reach this position, which is good. First we're gonna bomb the living crap out of that location. 5 damage, excellent. Let's see what the bomber will say. Excellent, even did a damage, which is even better. Now GTFO to the airfield, please. As fast as possible. Excellent. Did a little bit of suppression. Let's see, this one has 27. Well, the thing is, I'm a little bit afraid. I'm gonna attack again, because I need to suppress the damnable thing, well, you know, just to get the immediate damage on GTFO next, onto the next line of the enemy defense, and, you know, just to finish this off as fast as possible in terms of these massive defense structures. So I can attack or go back to the airfield, and what I'm going to do is actually go back to the airfield because I'm really afraid at the amount of fuel they waste. This one, on the other hand, also has an issue with the fuel. Wow. Wow. Honestly, this is bullshit. I call bullshit on this. The amount of fuel we are wasting is ridiculous. Like, honestly, wasn't this supposed to be... Oh, there it is. There is the airfield. Wow. Well, that airfield is going to be hard to take, first and foremost, and secondly, it's just a joke. Like, honestly, like, that's gonna be a fucking hard thing to finish off. Nonetheless, we did suppress a little bit. It cannot retaliate per se, but I'm gonna still utilize my sexy stuff and miss with my cruiser. Miss completely with my cruiser. Excellent job, Demon. Excellent motherfucking job. Well, the question is what to attack specifically. The infantry before it, I mean, they're not bringing more reinforcements, right? So, you see, I need to get these guys into the position from which they... Yeah, excellent. This is a good position. This is actually quite a good position. Let's damage this bastard. Lower that attack and take the full thing out. Not even a full thing. And it's actually GTFO, but it's right there. So that's fine. And that's excellent. My core unit gets a goddamn kill. Bravo. Cruiser that yet doesn't even have a hero inside. But still did an amazing job. Still did a goddamn amazing job. So again, it would seem that the best units are defending the Bardia, the Bardia. So that, oh god, this thing is almost dead. You know what I'm gonna do? GTFO. I can't. Like, honestly, getting a 3, that means they can't even support the main damnable incursion here. So what I'm gonna do is wait it out, and give a little bit of a support. Do absolutely nothing, and after they're gone, the main guns, I can get in and do whatever I want. Because honestly, this is ridiculous. Sorry, I mean, not like I should care, but, you know, maybe they can be like the real thing that can help us down the line. When we get over it to, like, these things need to go anyway, so if I want to capture this, it's gonna be scary. Honestly, this is gonna be the scariest part. I need those bombers. I need everything ready to really do the massive punch into the enemy. And at the moment, we are fine. We have this artillery gun, which is a problem, of course. We have this beautiful thing, which should open fire on certain things, like this AT gun, which is, of course, an amazing thing. Or lower the defense of this certain enemy, you know, like this right here, Basilieri is here. If I can damage them and lower them, then move with Matilda, do some damage, that would be perfect, actually. You know, if you want to get rid immediately for these entrenched units, their entrenchment is 7, it's ridiculous. And this entrenchment is 1. You know what, I'm gonna go for the AT guns anyway, only 1, that's fine. fine by me. Okay, now what to do with Matilda? I'm not gonna be attacking the town, that's for sure. That's for goddamn sure. Now, infantry or these guys? That's the question. That's the question of a question. I don't really... let's surround these bastards. Okay, minefield. More minefield. Never a problem. Oh yeah, I wanted to actually resupply these bastards. Oh, this could be a problem. If this thing opens, we're gonna get fucked. Well. 6. You're gonna fall back. Excellent, move in. Yeah, I might have fucked up with this bastard here. This could be a problem. As this thing opens fire, it's probably gonna annihilate our friend here. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. I think this cruiser Turner is gonna get fucked. I fucked up. I did not look, and I fucked up there. That's gonna be a problem for sure. Well, like, these guys ain't gonna go out of their way to attack us, that's for sure. They don't want to lose the damnable entrenchment bonus. So I guess I should help out mostly the guys that are attacking this flag. But I think we already have a huge chunk of units there, so that shouldn't be the thing. But I'm gonna probably move anyway this beauty here. And that's gonna stay like that. So that's it for this turn, guys. Hopefully the enemy doesn't annihilate Turner. If they do, Turner is... and usually the AI does that. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, immediate attack on the engineers. You know, again on the engineers. None of my core units specifically. Not my core -2. Attack retaliation of 4 against that L-35. Okay, good. Attack from the massive cannon upon the Rolls-Royce. Again attacking the engineers. Not a good thing for them or the enemy. Excellent. Actually, this is quite good. This is going quite well. We can annihilate that first. Maybe lower a little bit. Oh my god, immediate suppression, like, to the red line. Like, 152 6-inch guns are doing the exact thing that I wanted them to do. Like, that's exactly what I want them to do. Do a massive fucking damage. I'm gonna move here, attack you from this side, and do 1 damage. Really? Really 1 damage? 5 and just 1. That's sad. Okay, now I'm not really afraid at the moment for him, but I will still replenish him as much as possible. Replenish all these guys for as much as possible. Now, who to attack is the question. Yeah, I'm gonna for the L-35, annihilate him with my infantry, core infantry. That is who exactly? Evans. Evans is doing an amazingly good job. Block these guys for as much as possible. Now my engineers are close to this one. It's gonna be amazing, of course, to this part. But again, they're gonna be touched by the Basiglieri, but I'm hoping that my big guns will be able to annihilate or at least support some of those things there. Okay, now firstly incursion upon these lands of glory. This thing is back to its at least 6 ammunition, so this thing needs to go away. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Excellent job. Go here. Excellent. My infantry will deal with the enemy infantry specifically. Fine. Now no more ammunition for you. Not a good thing, of course. Not a good thing. But now we're going to be pushing towards this location. It's going to take some turns, considering this is a hill terrain. It's probably going to take a lot of turns to reach at that location first and foremost. Okay, so it does. Okay, well that's good. We don't have to be directly over the airfield, but that's fine. Excellent, excellent. Now this thing is back to, as you can see, back to its full firepower of its battle stations. You can go back here, do a little bit of a damage. 2, fine by me. Oh, it's always a good thing to do at least some kind of a damage against the enemy, and then utilize my infantry to deal a little bit more damage if possible. Excellent. -3. It's gonna GTFO, of course. And this is a regular infantry. Still gonna be suppressed by my stuff as fast as possible, as soon as we can, that is. The problem is Matilda. I honestly do not know what to do with Matilda. Like, honestly, I have no idea what to do with Matilda. Okay, but this is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to suppress these bastards and do as much possible damage. That's gonna be my objective. These 152s are gonna destroy the town. Basileir is in the town, right? Because this engineering squadron, this platoon is gonna have problems with this, and of course with these guys. And I wanna lower that. So this is what the cruiser MK, this one, MK1, and the beautiful Matilda too. We're gonna go here, surround these bastards, and we're gonna bomb them with the big boys, right? Or do that in the next turn. That's the thingy. That's the thingy. Yeah. Then we have the ready with the massive bombers and all that, so that's gonna be cool. I'm afraid to move in. If they do have artillery will support this damnable thing, so only I can do is bomb them with these massive cannons that I have. For now, that's all I can do. And these guys cannot retaliate, so they're gonna fall back a little bit, so they don't get damaged by the AT gun or this damnable thing. And that's gonna be fine. Completely freaking fine. Oh, we can definitely open fire still on this thing. Wow. Really? I did not expect to go through the fog of war. And of course the second, even though it's in red, the second misses this damnable thing. That's nice. Always nice to see. Okay, so these guys are completely done. And I would love to get close. Well, maybe actually I can. While it's in red. Nothing. Excellent. Exchange initiative for the damn. Oh wow! Good place to get towards. Good place, AT. Good place to retreat towards. It's gonna be like total demolish of the damnable thing, and if that's our core unit. Now the thing is about this, our core unit, I want to resupply it, as it's only 6, and that's a bad mojo, of course. 3. Excellent. But thing is, they're fine for now, unless this thing opens fire, and that's like a 4, so there is no way it's gonna open fire upon them at the moment. Okay, this thing could be a little bit damaged by the infantry, but at the moment they are on only 4 strength. Hoping that they won't be able to do much. This AT gun will be demolished by my massive cannons as soon as we get closer again toward it here. We're gonna deploy this one here, the 152s, and gonna open fire upon that damnable thing, demolishing it completely, and then it's gonna be a pure fucking GG. Or we can do even better stuff, because these guys are kinda useless where they are, right? But it doesn't mean that's a GG for them. Because we can go around here and support this location at least, if nothing else. Like support that location at least. Okay, these guys could help out a little bit. We do have a strong force here, so that's not an issue. But I'm afraid the enemy will dare to move toward these guys and do a massive damage. So I'm leaving the cruiser there for in case. You know, like if the enemy dares to attack, it's gonna be a really problematic for 152s. So for now, we're gonna again end. It's not going so well, honestly. We're already at turn 8, well, turn 9 now, and it's gonna problem. And there's a sandstorm, so we won't be able to utilize our air. And they actually can open fire. If that thing can open fire, then we can open fire towards that. That's a 4 retaliation and no more ammunition. 3. That cannon, man. Those cannons are just evil. Honestly, those cannons are pure horror. Freaking horror. Indeed. Okay, now the question is, how good are you against hard targets too? Well, first let's dealio. Well, not really. I'm gonna surround these bastards. I'm gonna leave my infantry to deal with these bastards finally. Thank you very much. GTFO. Right there. Excellent job. 2-4 open fire. Excellent. Excellent. If they, I mean, already we're losing a lot of ammunition though, as you can see. A lot of ammunition is going away for us. This is not the thing I need. This is the thing I need. Now the ranges are actually quite big. They have a 4 range, but so does the enemy stuff here. So I really want to lower as much as possible of things that are behind these. You see, this thing needs to die, so this is the moment I'm going to just concentrate my firepower on these things. Only one, of course. Of course. We can move a little bit here. Again, I'm only hoping they don't do the bad and the ugly, you know. 3. Excellent job. It's actually clear. I was thinking it's gonna be this ugly, but sandstorms are a-okay with us at the moment. We are full. I'm checking. I'm gonna always check. We are definitely full. So move. My fighters, they're only gonna be good for these locations, honestly, as the amount of fuel they lose is ridiculous. Our cruiser here, annihilate him. That's fine. 12. I'm gonna move here and annihilate these batches slowly but surely. It's all because of the goddamn fuel consumption is just too great, as I said like so many times. That fuel consumption is just too much. But we can do a little bit of damage here and there, and that's never a bad thing. Okay, so first deal with this thing with Matilda. Attack by one and not, oh come on, not destruction, not the complete destruction, really? Okay, resupply units. You see, I want to get my requisition back, but that is the full strength of my firepower. But, you know, it's like a question, do you do it now or do it later? But because we're close to the enemy, we can't get the full firepower of our engineers. So we can supply them immediately. They have 2 bullets, so to speak, but they can immediately annihilate the AT, and I really want to annihilate the AT first and foremost. Stand here between these batches, but these batches might do a massive damage. No, only 2 against the hard targets. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. And concentrate the engineering squad on this, and or immediately go on to red. Yeah, let's go on to red and fuck these guys up as fast as possible. That's 5. And surrenders. Yeah, I always forget them when they go into red, they're gonna get fucked. And that's good. That's but Butsy Lady probably gonna annihilate these guys. Oh, yeah, this infantry is gonna probably annihilate the engineers here. Plus the addition of this damnable thing. Still, like, they do have a lot of these things around. They are everywhere, that's for sure. So again, I'm not daring close, and these guys are gonna retaliate against this batch. Well, attack it, that is, and that's gonna be a problem. So still cruiser is gonna be here for now. I think I have enough of support as is, or maybe not. Maybe I can just go. It's 6 here, right? That's them, right? Yes, that is. Green is ours. Dark is theirs. So I'm gonna go here. To full 6, kill that damnable L-39. Excellent. That way we GTFO that, and the enemy doesn't really have a huge chunk of things anymore. And we're gonna capture 3 at least locations that we need. So even if we can't capture the rest of the entire map, at least we're gonna do something. But I really want, because of the requisition we're gonna get probably in the later parts. So at the moment we are fine. Some of our units will need some, as you can see, our even big guys will need their stuff back. I'm just hoping these guys do not retaliate and attack these guys. Well, that is move in and attack. That's gonna be strange, but I don't think they will. I think they're pretty much programmed to stay in the goddamn city, Bardia, and hold off. I'm gonna leave the destroyers because I don't want to lose them. Maybe that's a secret objective, not to lose any of the destroyers or any of the ships. I'm just gonna get them enough close to bombard certain locations for as long as possible and GTFO without them dying completely. Is that it? That is quite it. Well, we can supply these guys, thankfully. Excellent. These guys are kind of fucked. So, but I don't think the enemy will be able to attack them anyway, maybe. Well, we have, like, everybody is an engineer here. Yeah, their objective is to surround the enemy, attack this and attack, like, here. But it's gonna be fine, because we're already really surrounding the enemy. Just that these big things. We destroy most of their main big artillery, that's the good stuff, but these big forts are just annihilation against most of my things. And I can only hope they miss. So there you go. Okay, enough talking, let's end the turn and see how that's gonna go. Another one? Really? I did not expect that. They really have a lot. 2. And a fuel annihilation of the engineers. Well, that was a thing. 6! Oh my god. Really? 6? Jesus, did not expect that. I did not honestly expect that. That's bad. That's quite fucking bad. And now it gets a rugged defense. Sexy, but that's okay. I mean, none of the core units died, but that's 6 against Matilda? Ridiculous. They're definitely mountain infantry. They probably get blosses in mountain bull traps. So there you go. Annihilation. Full fucking annihilation. Okay, so Matilda is gonna go... Oh my god, like... Oh my god, Matilda, you are useless now. I can risk more, like, requisition for it, or just do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. Like, honestly, this is gonna be a little bit tricky to choose what to attack. That's gonna be specifically, like, that's perfectly that they position them right where they need to be. 21 fuel, as you can see again. Excellent. And I believe this engineering needs to fall back, or they're gonna get fucked, or we utilize just our beautiful cruiser here, annihilate this thing, or not. Or not. Like, now they are pushing towards us, and that truly is gonna be a problem. I am getting back these guys, like, there is no way, and Matilda will move back because the Artigan is not opening fire at the moment, but I don't want to lose Matilda as it is a totally new unit anywho. But as you can see, a little bit of a problem at the moment. We have a little bit of a problem situation. We have a little bit problematic situation, that's for sure. And it would seem I cannot upgrade units. Well, at least I may go with regular replacement, not elite replacement for these guys. So I'm going specifically elite replacement to not lose the XP gained. Right? I mean, Matilda doesn't even have any XP, well, 1, but still very valuable. So what I'm going to do with this beautiful thing is get here, bomb it for as long as possible. There are no AA guns at all. Like, OMG, like, choose your destiny. Nothing. Like, suppression, sure, and all that, that's all nice and groovy. But no damage. You know, would expect some ships to do something, but they ain't doing crap. They ain't doing crap. Closer I cannot get towards this. Well, I can't from these locations go over the mountain, so to speak. Or concentrate against these bastards. But it seems that specifically the tanks get totally annihilated by the enemy here, like totally annihilated if they could get close to these bastards. And they're only 2 against, so unless they're maybe because some kind of a chance against. Let's see the defense. Yeah, only 2 against infantry. That's why they lost. But it's a heavy fucking tank. You know, it has heavy armor, and this thing is much better, but only by 1. So, but if we lower the defense, destroy this thing, we can have a pure, beautiful movement towards this. Well, not really. Again, we have a problem with these units here, these and this bunker here. So any unit has to position here, engineer specifically. So this specific thing has to be annihilated by artillery gun. But the only close we can get is towards these locations and bomb them, right? So I think that's how we're gonna be doing. I think that's how it should be done. So let's back here just to check out again. Maybe the enemy moves from these locations. So this thing is gonna go here. -1, and that's it. Again, wow, we really need to be in this location with artillery guns to open to destroy this thing, because that's the only way to destroy this thing. And use a bomber as a support to lower that completely to red and then annihilate. But it was in the bunker might have, well, we can maybe damage the bunker completely, but at least by 1 or 3, fine. 3 is not a bad number. That's for sure. I'm gonna leave the cruiser to defend here for now. I'll leave the cruiser there to defend for now. Again, this is proving a problematic, and these guys are really Newport, and it does massive damage. That's definitely the thing. So again, auxiliary unit, I don't want to lose. It feels like I'm gonna lose so many of these things, so many infantry stuff. That's gonna be a GG indeed if I do. This thing ain't gonna be a problem to deal with. I'm not gonna get closer until I have all my things back in order. These guys can't do crap. They have 2, so I can at least resupply them if anything. I'm gonna resupply all the guys that I can. That's always the smartest things to do. I always tend to forget also that. Is resupply those units that did not move whatsoever. If you can do that, it's gonna be a fine GG. Resupply, and we're gonna wait for this infantry platoon. And I wish you the very best, guys. Next time we continue on.